so out of the ordinary.
I promise to feed you with the truth and nothing but the truth. Number 1, marriage is not as scary as social media make it look. Yes, we have a lot of people that marriage has not worked for, but marriage is not as scary as people make it look. You have to know that the problem we are having in marriage is not the marital institution itself, but the people who are there in that institution. They are the one who lack the basic skills on how to make it work. Number 2, the guy you are dating now is not the same person you will have in your husband. So let's assume that you are dating this particular guy now and he has already proposed marriage to you, and there are a lot of 1,000 things he's doing for you that make you to feel that he's an awesome person and he is the perfect choice for you as a husband. Please drop your expectations. He is not going to maintain the same attitude in marriage. This does not mean that men are deceitful. It is just the reality of life. When a man is at a particular stage in his life, he behaves a certain way. And when he gets promoted to another stage, he behaves like the people in that stage. Just like women, we have our teenage stage, we have adulthood stage, we have old age. So, and as you evolve in life, so your behavior will change. If your boyfriend currently have the time to serve you breakfast on bed, call you morning, afternoon, and night, call you his baby, I bet you that he is not going to be that kind of person in marriage, but he's not going to be worse if he's currently not worse. Number 3, if you are currently with an abusive person, you're not yet married to him, he is abusive, he is showing you an abusive trait, and he is showing you that he is narcissistic in behavior. He is who he said he is, and he is not going to change for better in marriage, and you are not going to be able to change him. Number 4, you are going to discover a lot of weaknesses in your spouse just immediately after you get married to them. Possibly in the bedroom, possibly any part of his life. There are weaknesses that are yet to know about him, and you only discover after it has been tied legal. That is where the test of love comes in. When that time comes, seal your mouth and be his rock. Number 5, it is not mandatory for you to cut off your friends, but if you have always suspected that your friends are envious of you, my darling, the best time to cut them off is now. Some of you knows that you are surrounded by toxic friends, but you want to play the game along because you want to have girls to wear your asheobi on your wedding day. That is really, really unimportant and unnecessary. That means you are as toxic as them. If you know that you have intentions to cut your friends off after you get married, please cut them off before you get married. It is not necessary for you to invite them over to celebrate your day, then immediately after that you make enmity with them. That is balderdash. If you think that your friend don't want the best for you, it is exactly what you think. They don't want the best for you. So focus on building your home without updating your friends about the good things and the bad things that your husband is doing to you. Number 6, know yourself before you build a life. This has actually ruined a lot of people, and they start blaming their husband that their husband has taken their sense of identity away from them. If you are yet to have a sense of identity and a purpose in life, you do not know what you want to be yet, calm down and get your life together before you actually venture into marriage. Please, if peradventure you still take the decision that you want to settle down, do not rush into making babies immediately after you get married. Take your time to getting to know yourself and know your spouse, at least minimum of 5 months. Just calm down, get to know your spouse, get to know yourself, be open to correction. In the course of you getting to know yourself and getting to know your spouse, do not be the critic in that relationship. Don't be the only person that is calling the other person out, but you don't want your husband to call you out. You need to be open for critics and corrections so that you can perfect a lot of imperfections in you before you bring in a child. You should understand that immediately a child comes into the picture, a whole lot of things will change. Automatically become a different personality. Now you're no longer a wife, you are a wife and a mother. And at that point, your husband is not just a husband, he is a husband and a father. And a lot will change about him too. So be prepared. These are all smooth area and they are all going to be fine if only you prepare. Number 6, I guess. Your in-laws are your in-laws. Please maintain in-law relationship with them. Don't go overdoing your duty. Many of you ruin your marital home because you overdo your duty. Don't overdo your duty. Do not disrespect them. Do not cross your boundary. Allow them to continue to be the in-laws that they are supposed to be, and be the daughter-in-law that they are hoping that you would be, until that they start crossing their boundary and they disrespect you. And when it comes to in-law disrespect, please allow your husband to handle them. You only come forth to defend yourself when your husband has refused to stand up and defend you. And you must make sure that before you make conclusion that your husband is not defending you, you have given him a lot of opportunities to try. Number 7, as a woman, I know you like beautiful things. I beg you in the name of God, make plans on how you're going to be purchasing every beautiful things that you desire. You are your husband's responsibility, and automatically whatever you desire and need, he should do it for you. But please, don't allow your husband to go crazy in the name of providing for you. You know your husband's financial strength. Do not push him more than his limit. If he does not have money to give you and he keeps telling you he cannot afford this particular thing that you are demanding for, take your goddamn eyes off that thing. If it becomes very, very important, buy it yourself. This is the reason why it is important for you to get a job or have a business that you are doing. So immediately you get into marriage, instead of taking your husband's money and wasting it on buying irrelevant things, I think as he is giving you money, save them up and start up a business so that you can save yourself during rainy days. Number 8, leave competition for who they get award. I take God beg you, there is no competition in marriage. Don't go comparing your husband to somebody else's husband. Do not make your marriage a social media's problem. Don't come here and be looking at what people are posting about their marriage and start using it to pass judgment on your own peaceful marriage. People are going through a lot of mess. We know 90% of people who came giving us marital propaganda on social media about how perfect their home is, and later on they came out to talk about the dirty side and what they have to endure and how they have to lie to cover up for their marriage. Whereas we have been tapping, oh God, when, God, I wish this, God, I wish that. If somebody posts a car that this is her push gift from her husband, please don't believe everything that you see on social media. Let's assume that it is true. That is her luck. If your husband cannot buy you a car as a push gift and your husband actually got you a bicycle, please appreciate him. Person will buy you bicycle today, go buy you car tomorrow. A situation whereby he can't even get you none of this. He already blessed you with a boy, which is your child. He blessed you with a girl. He blessed you with twins. There are many men who are not competent enough to give that to their wife. So be appreciative and do not go comparing your marriage to anybody's marriage. Number 9, you see that attitude that we women, we exhibit in relationship, whereby if you are wrong, if you are right, your man has to be the one to apologize. That doesn't matter. That is not the reality of marriage. If nobody is telling you, in fact, let me make it the last thing I should tell you, that is not the reality of marriage. In marriage, you both have to be an accountable person. Even if you know that sometimes your husband is wrong and he's proving stubborn, apologize to him. But I'll also tell you that do not make it a habit to always apologize to him when he is wrong, because for some men who are narcissistic in behavior, they take pride in that and they'll take advantage of you. But make sure you're always the bigger person to always die matter down. You are not in competition with your husband. Stop looking at it that if he's not treating you well, you are picking your bag. Remove the idea of divorce from your mind while you are in your marriage. Divorce happens to people who are not even willing. So do not be the person who is always willing that if this thing no work, I'll carry my bag. So that opportunities will not start presenting itself for you to move out your bag. Any man who got married to you and put you under their roof will always have flaws that will push you to your limit and making you to wanting to leave. So if you really want to make marriage work with a man, auntie, you go calm down, remove competition, don't rub shoulder with your husband, and learn to apologize. Do not go to sleep without resolving issues with your husband. If he is not saying sorry, tell him sorry. When you see that he is in his best behavior, then you can bring it to a Bob Bros. That's the way you do. I don't really like him. You know it is not my duty to actually tell you sorry. That is when you will see that, oh, he can actually apologize. Some people, they have already spoiled them from home. Their mom had to apologize to them even when they are wrong. So now that you're married to them, they become your problem, and it will take you time before you can correct that part of them. Take it easy. Men don't like controlling women. No matter how they love you, they do not like that you sound controlling towards them. If you do that, you will never get or achieve anything from them. I wish you happy married life.